Barbers Hill starting pitcher Randy Rupp took her 27-0 record into their semifinal matchup with Ennis. The Barbers Hill Eagles starter got into a little bit of trouble early on, allowing a pair of singles before striking out two Lions to end the threat in the first. Rupp had a 1-2-3 second inning and helped her own cause in the bottom of the frame with a solo home run to left field to give the Eagles a 1-0 advantage. Barbers Hill would pad their lead in the third inning as Sarah Barker tripled in Bragan Hamilton. Chelsea Caldwell doubled to left field, plating Barker for a 3-0 lead. Moments later, Courtney Fisher was hit by a pitch from Ennis starter Taylor Maliska as Caldwell scored for a 4-0 Eagles advantage.
You know, obviously they got the scouting report. They were sitting on that screwball early on. That that's where most of their hits came. We were, maybe the pitch caller, it was a little slow in reacting to that. But once we kind of figured out they were sitting on that inside pitch, primarily. One of the dominant things about Taylor, she's not stuck to one side of the plate, or one pitching style.
Now that seemed to be an insurmountable lead for Rupp, whose twin sister Sarah was behind the plate. These two girls are both going to Texas State University and have been the key to the success of the Barbers Hill Eagles this season.
Oh, Randy's a phenomenal pitcher. She has come such a long way. She had a torn PCL last year. She's worked so hard to fight through and to come back and to be ready for this season because she knew this is our chance and this is our moment. She is a senior. She has her twin sister that's the catcher behind her. So when you see them fussing at each other, that's because it's just them, and they know what it takes and read each other so well.
We go in and out, and she shakes me off, which sometimes she does, but we just work together. If she doesn't agree, that's fine. We go on to something else, and she likes to go up on a rise ball, so we try to do that every once in a while and go off speed a little bit just to keep them off balance. Just she knows me better than anybody out there, and just especially since we're pitcher and catcher, she knows what I want to, when I want to throw, how I'm feeling, and she knows exactly what to do to, make me mad or, make me happy out there, and it couldn't be any better. I love it.
The Rupp combination ran into trouble, though, in the fourth inning. Ennis answered in a big way as the first two batters walked and Cortland Benitez reached on a fielder's choice. Kayla Prockel tripled to right center, driving in a run as Jordan Seabolt scored. Then Kinsey Scrow had the big blow with a two-run triple as Prockel and Benitez scored. Sam Martinez added a two-run homer, and before you know it, Ennis had the lead 5-4 over Barbers Hill.
It was a great hit. It was supposed to be a screwball come in, and I think it kind of floated a little bit the other way. She threw too much over the wide part of the plate. She's had to throw to a lot of lefties. They had 6 lefties in their lineup, and her go-to pitch is a screwball. Well, that's a lefty's dream, is to be able to get, an outside pitch like that.
Coming in, I told them, she's not going to walk a lot of people. So what she's going to do is she's going to get ahead of you in the count. And then she's got great pitches that she can get you to chase.
The Lions would add an unearned run for a 6-4 lead, which would last until the 5th inning when Sarah Fisher drove in Miranda Wiggins to cut the Lions' lead to 6-5. Kitty Hornberger tied it with an RBI single as Tristan Anders scored to make it 6-6. The Eagles appeared to have a second chance, but errors cost Barbers Hill dearly in the 6th inning. Catcher Sarah Rupp committed one of the 4 errors on the day for the Eagles as Ennis took an 8-6 lead.
The play at home would have been a huge difference. That would have been an out, and instead it was a run. I think it was a pretty evenly matched teams. There was a lot of good hits that were made throughout the game. We had lots of them. They had a home run, we had a home run, lots of balls in the outfield. They just caught the break. We didn't catch the break.
Barbers Hill failed to score in the bottom of the 6th, but Randy Rupp kept the Lions off the board in the top of the 7th inning. Courtney Fisher stepped up in the 7th and doubled to center. One run would score on the play as Miranda Wiggins scored, but inexcusably, Fisher took off from second, trying to stretch it to third, but was tagged out to end the game.
No, I'm not okay with it. And she's a senior. She's going off to play college. She should know that when there's 2 outs, you don't make that kind of an out. No, it's not acceptable.
The Eagles out-hit the Lions 11-10, but their 4 costly errors proved too much in an 8-7 loss to Ennis. Ennis eventually fell to Aledo in the Class 4A state finals, ending the Lions season at 38-6-1. A bitter pill to swallow for the Eagles of Barbers Hill, who were once ranked in the top 3 in the nation.
Well, you know what? I am so proud of these girls. You know, these girls execute. They put in 100% every single day at practice. Every inning, every at-bat. You know, we've got phenomenal leadership on this team. We just didn't catch the break today like we needed. You know, I think that's really what it all boils down to.
You know, their pitchers are great. They're a great team, and they were right there with us. You know, and if we played 10 times, it may go 5-5. But I think ultimately our girls came out and they didn't get caught up. They tried to be the best they could be, and when they got down, I mean, they obviously didn't they didn't quit. They believed they had a shot and they got back in it.
So Barbers Hill finishes the season 32-1 with their 8-7 loss to Ennis in the semifinals of the Class 4A state softball tournament here at McCombs Field in Austin. But no need to hang their head. They were ranked number 3 in the nation for a reason. As for the Rupp twins, well, they're headed to San Marcos. They will play for the Texas State Bobcats. Here in Austin, Jeff Power, MaxPreps Sports, your leader in online high school sports content.